Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin today said that the government anticipated that most states will move into Phase 4 or the final phase of the National Recovery Plan by October at the earliest. In his briefing on the PPN at the special sitting of the Dewan Rakyat today, the Prime Minister said the anticipation was based on the continuous efforts to implement the recovery process and the immunisation programme that is currently running smoothly. For that, he said, apart from monitoring the situation at each state and taking necessary intervention measures from time to time, the government would also continue carrying out a risk assessment in terms of the readiness of the states to move to the next phase of the PPN. The PPN, which was announced on June 15, underlined 4 transition phases, with every phase of transition for each state would be assessed and considered based on 3 key threshold indicators, namely the average daily cases, bed occupancy at the intensive care units and the percentage of the fully vaccinated adult population. So far, 8 states have moved into Phase 2 of the PPN, namely Perlis, Perak, Pahang, Kelantan, Terengganu, Pulau Pinang, Sabah and Sarawak. Muhyiddin said if there were an increase in the number of cases in those states, the government would tighten the movement control based on the locality involved without imposing a comprehensive control on the state or district as being implemented now. Meanwhile, Dr. Adam said Rm7.13 billion had been received by MOH for screening and treatment of COVID-19 patients, while Rm4.78 billion was for the procurement of COVID-19 vaccines as well as consumables and vaccine storage equipment. Muhyiddin said the recovery plan undertaken by the government had also been implemented in other countries, including the United Kingdom, Australia and Singapore. The Prime Minister said the PPN was formulated based on 5 main criteria, namely the need to protect lives and livelihoods, dynamic and based on science and data, provide an explanation as a guide to detail the planning and emphasize the aspect of transparency, adopt the whole-of-nation approach, and always being monitored to evaluate its effectiveness through effective reporting and communication strategies.